And shout out to each and every one of you as you tune into your girl Siren on the Siren Speak show. Hey y'all. Hello, 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 everybody. Y'all, today we just gonna talk about some stuff, okay? Really small stuff. I really feel like I want to educate you guys on some things that you might need to know, okay? In regards to maintaining your frequency and staying healthy and stuff like that, because it's a lot of stuff that's starting to slide, y'all, okay? A lot of stuff that's starting to come through from the world with health and all of this stuff. And we got to make sure that, we're not only maintaining our spiritual, but our physical frequency. Okay. So we're going to discuss it, y'all. We're going to talk about some things that we can do to maintain that high frequency. Okay. So shout out to you as you tune up into the building, you guys. Thank you to everyone who has been enjoying and rocking with your girl and checking out the Siren Speak show. I'm just trying to get more on what direction I want to take it into, y'all. I'm not really sure. Okay. I don't know what I want to do just yet, y'all. It's so much that I am doing, and I'm just like, blah, blah, blah. I'm all over the place with it. So shout out to y'all for being patient with your girl. Okay. So, hey, Shay. Hello. Hey, Crystal. Hey, everyone who's tuned up into your girl. Hi, y'all. Hi, y'all. Hello, hello, hello. So, y'all, if you read the title, I don't know, but if not, we're going to be talking about discussing body parts, okay, and the pain that you feel in certain body parts and giving you more of a reason that could be behind that, okay? Now, your girl Siren is not a doctor. I am not a licensed medical professional in the third dimension, okay? But up in the ether. All right, so I am not giving you guys this information to treat, diagnose, cure, any of that right there, okay? This is strictly for information, knowledge, education, and also entertainment, okay, as well. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it, you guys. After this live, we're going to be moving on over to love, 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 love. So if you guys are not, you definitely want to follow my other channel, which is Simply Siren. I do lives over there in regards to relationship, how to get you a piece, okay, and hold on to it. That's the goal. We want everybody to be married and happy over there, right? But shout out to y'all, okay? So we're going to get into the body parts, y'all. The body parts, okay, where emotions are stored as pain. The reason I wanted to talk to y'all about this is because, especially us as women, okay, we tend to experience a lot of pains and cramps and throughout the body, especially when we're connected to the moon, okay, which is an energy called the period or menstruation, okay? And as we connect to the moon, you guys, as we plug into the moon for energy, we tend to experience, rather tough, crampy pains. And, a lot of people say it can be connected to other medical issues, which is so true. It can be connected to emotions. It can be connected to our eating habits. It can be connected to a lot of things. So today we're just going to look a little bit deeper into those pains that we experience in the body, okay? And get a little bit of behind the scene of what it could possibly be, okay? So we're going to start with the hips, okay? Now we know the hips, anytime you have that hip pain, you guys, now hips and also the thighs, that area right there, we're looking at the energy of stored grief is what I want to say. Let me refer to my notes, okay? When we're looking at pain in the hips, this is where you store a lot of grief and suppressed feelings, things that you're not getting off your dang on chest, okay? Now your girl Siren, okay, I must not be getting some things off my chest because I have been having hip and thigh pain, okay, just random and weird. And I'm just like, what? One thing about me, I feel like I say what I need to say, but I do feel like this is things from a previous life where I didn't say what I needed to say, okay, where I did store a lot of suppressed emotions because this energy did not start happening to me until maybe like 2 years ago. Is when it first started. Prior to that, I had never had like a hip pain or a thigh pain. I didn't know what the hell that was, okay? But all of a sudden, it's just like, So if you are experiencing hip or thigh pain, okay, This is where we are storing grief. So maybe if you lost a loved one, maybe if you a loved one that passed on, or a relationship or a friendship or whatever grief, okay? If you are having this pain, y'all, you need to check into that, okay? I always tell you guys, you can reach out for a one question consultation if you wish. I have, edited the shop so that people can perhaps get the information that they need, or you can get a full-on consultation. It doesn't matter, y'all. Okay, whatever it is that you want, there is a consultation on that site specifically for you. Okay. So yes, this is where we store grief, and this is suppressed feelings. Okay. Maybe release, the need to release this energy. So when you are feeling pain in the hips, or if you are feeling pain in the thigh, you guys, sometimes it can be lack of travel. Okay, meaning you probably somebody who want to travel out of the country, or you just like to travel but you don't. Okay, you don't really go anywhere, and you probably travel locally, but maybe there are places that you wish to go but you just haven't gone, and that can create some sort of inner grief as well, and some sort of repressed or suppressed emotions as well. And we store it, women, okay, men too, but we store it in our hips and our thighs. So if you're somebody who's like, oh my God, I've never been anywhere, you may experience this type of pain, okay? But it can also be an underlying issue. So you guys make sure you check with your doctor and your general practitioner, or whomever it is that you go to. Y'all go get that looked at. Be like, God, my thigh hurt, my hip, whatever it may be. Okay. So let's move on. Next is the shoulders. Okay. When you have that pain in your shoulders, you guys, where you just be like, ugh, you got to stretch and do all this and stuff. First things first, you definitely want to get a good stretch. If you are somebody who's over 30, and I'm just going to start with 30. Okay. If you're 30 and up, yes, you need to be doing some good stretches, y'all. We need to be, You know what's a good stretch for women? Seriously, women, this right here and just doing this is a good stretch. Like, you got to go back though. Like, don't stop at the side. You got to go back and then to the front. You don't need no weights. Your weight is good enough. Okay. But anywho, when our shoulders start to hurt, you guys, it means we are carrying too much responsibility. Maybe you're taking on the responsibility of others who live with you, maybe family members, maybe at your job, your supervisor is constantly putting more and more and more work on top of you. But when those shoulders start to hurt, you guys, you definitely want to make sure that it's time for you to just cut off some things. Okay, seriously, we don't want to carry this stuff forever. Also, when it comes to the shoulders, you guys, it can be with siblings. Okay, when we have like a stored inner trauma or beef or resentment or something with siblings, we can store that in our shoulders as well. Also, when it comes to moving up in a career, like if you feel stuck and stagnant in your career at your job, or maybe in a relationship, maybe you've been dating this person for 6 years and y'all still ain't get married. Whenever we feel stuck, you guys, we tend to hold that in our shoulders as well. So if you are having any type of pain or tense or tightness in the shoulders, you guys, this can be something that is contributing towards that. But once again, check in with your doctor to see what's really going on. Okay. The lower back. Ooch. Listen, y'all know that lower back, honey. I didn't have lower back like I had lower back. Okay. I didn't know what lower back was until I found out what the lower back was. Okay. Y'all know that tailbone and the top of them cheeks, honey. Ooh, I thought it was very bad sciatic. Okay. If you are storing pain, or if you experience pain in your lower back, this is financial pressure. Now, it can also be emotional insecurity, which those two can kind of run hand in hand, because a lot of people base their security on how much money they have. So if you don't have a lot of money, you may feel a little insecure in life. Okay. One thing about your girl Siren, ain't got to have a dime, honey, but you gonna swear I do. I remember I used to date this guy, and he would always say, girl, you got champagne money. I mean, you got champagne wishes and 50-cent soda money. I'm like, yeah, and that's why I got you. So what's up, doc? Okay. But yeah, he was like, oh, you got champagne taste and 50-cent soda money. Oh my God. I used to laugh so much when he used to say that. I'm like, and whatever. That's why I got you. Okay. Skirt. So anywho, that lower back, you guys, if you're worrying about, if you have a financial insecurity, you guys, or financial pressure, or maybe you're stressed when it comes to finances. Now, sometimes, okay, sometimes this is just taking it to the more spiritual side. Sometimes this can be something that was sent to you, okay? This can be something that was triggered to you. So let's say somebody is sending you evil eye or jealousy and stuff like that, right? Or let's say somebody strictly just went to somebody to do some work to get your finances up, okay? Anytime we get in that financial rut, you will start to experience that heavy lower back pain because your body is letting you know, look, okay, we worry and we stressing about something, okay? So let's move on. All right, emotional insecurity with that one as well. You guys work on those emotions, balance out whatever it is, start to feel comfortable. One thing I tell people is when it comes to money, money come and money go. A lot of people, this is why money don't choose a lot of people, okay? Remember, everything is about a relationship. Are you somebody who money is interested in being in a relationship with? Does money want to be around you a lot? Does money like your personality? Does money like the way that you treat it? Okay, a lot of us, we don't treat money with respect. Money is water. It's a currency. It's a flow. Okay, money loves. It has a flow. It has a natural flow. Meaning, money comes and money goes, but it comes back and then it goes again. If you're somebody who like to keep money stuck, oh, I'm just gonna take this money. I just want to hold it around me to make me feel safe and secure because I need to feel good about myself. So I need money just sitting around me. Money is going to be like, not interested, and move on to the next. Okay, you got to be very comfortable. I'm not saying spend to the last dime. I'm saying place your money in places where it can grow, where it can continue to grow and grow. We don't want money to just be stuck. You know what I'm saying? If we're not doing anything with money to make it grow, then money is not going to want to be in a relationship with you. It's like, next. Okay, so want to grow on, y'all. Jawbone, if you're having problems or pain in that jaw area, this is repressed anger and unspoken thoughts, okay? Of course, it can also be contributed towards TMJ, or this can be something that causes TMJ, you guys. Maybe you're just not saying what it is that you need to say or not really releasing your anger, maybe not getting mad. Sometimes things can happen that piss us off, but sometimes we can be too calm. It is important that you experience anger. It's important. Okay, let's say that you experience anger. It is not okay for you to hold on to it. Okay, it is very important that you get mad when somebody do something that pisses you off. But it's not okay to act like this didn't happen and keep it moving and hold on to that energy. And then, allowing it to build up because you're going to constantly think about it. It's going to be in the back of your head every now and then. It's going to pop to the front and you're going to be like, well, I remember that time. You know what? Get that off your chest, y'all. There's nobody worth you being in a low vibration over, okay? Get it off your chest. Say what you have to say. If you're not surrounded by people who you can have healthy conversations with, then that's not their bad. That's your bad, okay? Hold on, y'all. Let me fix my crown, honey. Okay, but get it off your chest. Okay, so if you're having that jaw pain, and sometimes it can be constant, or sometimes it can be just out of the blue. All of a sudden, your jaw hurt, or you're having teeth issues and things of that nature. Say what you got to say, y'all. Okay, chest. Okay, when it's in the chest, and when we're talking about chest, we're not talking about the heart. Okay, we're talking about the actual chest, or it can be the chest muscle. Okay, y'all know the pecs and everything that we have. It can be those muscles and stuff up under the chest. Okay, in that chest area. When we have pains in the chest, this is deep sadness and heartbreak. This can be something that happened in this lifetime. This could be something that happened in a previous lifetime. Okay, it doesn't matter when it is that it happened, but we definitely want to make sure that we are letting go of whatever this sadness is, you guys, whatever this heartbreak is. And if you feel like, well, it didn't come from this lifetime, right? Maybe it came from a previous lifetime. If it didn't come from this lifetime, then you definitely need to do the shadow work to discover what that sadness is, and you want to resolve it and dissolve it, okay? The neck, oh, I don't like no neck pain. One thing, I can't stand it. That is inner tension and self-suppression, okay? There's also misalignment between your actions and your truth, often shows up as a neck stiffness. So those who fake the funk, Y'all probably got a little neck brace on. Okay, just be true to yourself, you guys. All right. Stomach pains, that is anxiety and emotional digestion. Okay, if you deal with gut issues, your body might be trying to process more than just food. Okay, y'all eating a lot of food and y'all eating a lot of BS that comes along with it. Y'all let it go. Okay, digest it. I told you it's not okay to hold on to it. It's okay to experience anger. It's okay to experience frustration. It's okay to experience a lot of things, but it's not okay to hold on to it. Okay, so you definitely want to digest whatever that is. All right. And like I said, it's really about doing a shadow work. It's about getting to the root of what this could be, what is this contributed towards, and then making sure that you take the necessary steps towards healing and resolving that. Sometimes it can be major things. Sometimes it could be something so small, y'all. Like, just doing a self-love practice, maybe including healthier eating, cutting out something from your, diet, or, you never know. It depends on what research you get from your shadow work. All right. Speaking of that, let me put a note to myself, okay? Hold on, y'all. Okay. Next, hands. Oh, child, y'all got them hands where y'all out there, you know. I know people who say their hands feel stiff and they hurt. This is anxiety. I'm sorry. The hands is struggles with control or overwhelmed. Okay, now that's it. Like you want to get a grip on it. You feel like you don't have a grip on something, so you get stressed out. Okay, that means you like to control stuff. Y'all got to chill out with that. Okay, struggles to control or feeling overwhelmed, constantly gripping or clenching. I know some people who do that. They always doing this right here. It may reflect a resistance to letting go and trusting the process. Now, y'all know when it comes to a lot of things, you're going to have to let go, trust the process when it comes to relationships, when it comes to your life. You can't hold on to a certain outcome that is not guaranteed. You just got to trust that the best outcome will be, in your favor every time. It doesn't matter, good or bad, high or low. It will always be in your favor. Knees. Okay. If you're having problems or pains in your knees, that's a fear of change. Resistance to moving forward in life often shows up as stiffness or pain in the knees. Now, I know I had me some pain in the knees one day. Well, it wasn't really frequent. It was like I was going up the steps and I went, ooch, bad knees, bad knees. I learned that day I had some bad knees, okay? So those are the body parts, you guys. Those are the things that can be related to these things. So not only do you take the physical precautions towards healing these things, you guys, you want to start to learn how to decode, okay, what it is that the body is saying. You want to decode these text messages from the body. You want to decode your life. You want to know what's up. This is how you live in a higher frequency, okay? Now, next, we're going to talk about things that you don't want to keep beside your bed when you go to sleep at night, y'all. I was shocked when I seen some of this, okay? Because this is some of it. I was like, okay, the first thing is water. Okay. Now, I was a little like, iffy on this one because early on into my spiritual journey, you guys, I always was shown or told that you want to keep a cup of water next to your bed to kind of absorb low vibrational energies, but you want to toss it, okay? Any energies that try to come over you or around you when you sleep, this water would, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know, but it says here, water impacts the planet moon in your chart and can cause mood swings, hormonal and sleep issues. Avoid keeping near your head, but you can keep it a bit away from your bed. So maybe that's what it is, because I don't keep it like right next to me, but I did have it on my at one time. But a lot of times I do keep it in my bathroom or on my dresser. Okay, so they say just avoid keeping it from your head. Okay, maybe not putting it on your nightstand, you guys, but maybe placing it somewhere else in your room. And it looks like maybe better by the foot of the bed. So I have like a little table by the foot of my bed, so I can keep it on that. Okay, But maybe not by the head or not on the nightstand, but somewhere else in that room, you can put a glass of water, because I know water can absorb. When you program that water to absorb low vibrational energies that try to, that's why you get the hag riding and all that stuff, y'all. You'll be surprised at how many people visit you while you sleep. When that body is asleep, honey, you have so many entities and spirits surrounding you. They are literally like fiends, okay, at a crack party, right? They waiting for you to go to sleep, because now they can use your, your body, your astral body. So you want them to, you know what I'm saying? Every time they come and hover over you while you sleep, honey, let that water absorb and drain them right in, okay? Medicines, okay? So they say you shouldn't keep your medicine, you guys, on your nightstand, right? Especially while you sleep. It says never keep medicine on the side table in the bedroom, as it attracts illness. Okay. Keep medicines in a closed box or drawer in the northeast for a quick recovery. Now that's interesting, okay? Because y'all know the first thing we do is get up, and I noticed that the first thing we do is get up and we pop them pills, that medicine or whatever. So they're saying do not keep it on your nightstand. Maybe keep it in your bathroom, or like they said, keep it in a box. And it says in the northeast, okay, in a closed box, not an open box, but a closed box in the northeast corner for quick recovery. Now we know medicine is connected to Mercury. When you look at the prescription, it's RX on it, which means retrograde. I said Mercury. It is retrograde. So medicine is connected to that retrograde type of energy, like a reversal type of energy, you guys. And I don't know if they use or what planet, because I remember, y'all, when I took certain medicines, I did see like Mercury, the symbol for Mercury, the planet Mercury on the prescription bottle, right? And then I remember one time my doctor prescribed me some diet pills, and it had the planet Venus. The symbol for Venus was on the bottle. So they are using planetary energy, you guys. I think I took a picture. I don't know if I did a video. I don't know if I gave that to Patreon or if I put it up on one of my vlogs. I don't know, but I remember I talked about it somewhere. But they are using planetary energy to, heal. So don't allow anybody to make you feel like you're a witch and you are a bad witch or a good witch, okay? But it's on what you do. I tell you guys, I see witchcraft as good and bad. It depends on how you use it. If you use it to harm or manipulate others, it's bad. But if you use it to heal yourself and your damn kids, like, what's bad with that? Okay. That's like saying breastfeeding is witchcraft. Oh my God, you're giving him something natural and you're trying to, think what you want. Okay. But your girl gonna do what your girl gonna do. Period. I'm gonna protect and shield and heal me and mine. Okay. All right, footwear. Now, they say you definitely don't want to keep shoes underneath the bed. It says footwear always attracts negativity and it impacts your health. Okay, so keeping shoes near your bed, facing your bed, under your bed, you guys, they say this can impact your health. Not referring to bedroom slippers, okay, because you don't really you don't wear those outside. That's something you wear inside of the house. But shoes that you wear outside, where you stepping on that pavement, where people spit, that's their bacteria. Okay, people probably done bled there. Animals probably done pooped, or people probably done pooped or pissed there. So there's a lot of energy that can get underneath our shoe that we can track right back into our home. And the last thing we want is all of that energy up under us while we're in a meditative state or sleep. Okay. You definitely want to be surrounded with good energy. So they say that it can attract negative energy as well as it can impact health issues. So whatever shoes you got near your bed, under your bed, y'all go ahead and clean that mess up. Okay. Put it in the closet, wherever you got to put it. I don't know. Electronic gadgets, right? It impacts your sleep and chances you do not wake, and it increased chances that you do not wake up fresh but exhausted. Okay, so when it comes to sleeping, now me personally, I told y'all I charge my phone outside of my room. I do not charge my phone in my room. I put my phone away at a certain time, and my phone is charged out in the hallway. And when I get up in the morning and my alarm goes off, I have to literally get out the bed and go out into the hallway, down the hall, and stop my alarm. Okay. So I don't charge my phone and I don't sleep with my phone in my room anymore because I've seen how these phones are changing, y'all. Okay. I told y'all when it comes to these phones, honey, I think they already other people. I told y'all, talking about a smartphone, a smart house, a smart car. I want the dumb phone, the dumb house. I don't want a phone that tells me anything. I don't want a house that tells me anything. I don't want a house that's going to lock the door behind me. No, I want to stick a key in the door and open the door. Okay. I don't want all of this gadget stuff. I don't have anything against AI, but I do know that if we continue to give AI all of this recognition and power, it will then use it against you. It has been done lifetime after lifetime after lifetime. And I'm just like, when the are we going to get it? This is not a good idea. Okay. So yeah, I don't keep my phone. I don't charge my phone with me. I put it away at a certain time. I put it outside of my room. And that phone used to cry. I guess it done got used to it because it used to like do all type of weird stuff. Like it would make a noise or I would get all type of alerts and stuff. And eventually I turned all that off. So now I don't care what you do. You could cry, scream, alert, whatever, anything to get me to get up and go get the phone and bring it back in the room with me. Now it's just like, it's over. It's over. All right. So let's talk about these tips to never get sick again. All right, y'all. This is how we can build up our ashe. Because of course that's what we want to do. All right. It says first thing, a 2-minute cold shower. Okay, at least 3 times a week, a 2-minute cold shower. Now, you know, as women, we like our water scorching hot, honey. We want to get out, feel like we cooked. Okay, we be getting out that damn shower feeling half baked. Yes, we do. All right, so we definitely want to make sure that you know, we have that water on a nice temperature because that's me, y'all. I'm a hot shower girl. Okay, but there's times where I cannot. That hot shower, I've been passed out, but I still be in there like, you know. So they say 2-minute cold showers. Now, men, I don't know how y'all do it. Okay. Oh, I remember those days where I showered with the person I was messing with. Y'all know. You know how it is when you take a shower with your piece, honey. And oh, child, I was just like, how do you shower like this? It was just so cold to me. But when I would turn the water on, they will run. Be like, oh my God, girl. Like it was so funny. But that's when I noticed a difference how men like colder showers and women like hot, you know, scalding, scorching type of showers. So taking a 2-minute cold shower about 3 times a week. Now that could be 2 minutes. Now, what I do like to do, I would take a hot shower and then right before I get out, I will let the cold water like rinse down on me. I'll do it that way. Okay. But to take a whole damn cold shower, I don't know. But they say 2 minutes. Okay. I've been in the shower for a little bit, about 30-45 minutes. Okay. I could use and spare about 2 minutes. You know what I'm saying? But I do notice that cold shower will wake you up. And I do notice that it will give you, you know, some sort of activation energy wise. Okay. Intense lifting 4 times a week. Now, listen, when we say intense, honey, sometimes this right here is a lift. I told y'all, you don't always need weights. Your own weight, okay, can be enough, right? But you do once you get used to this, then you can add maybe a 5-pound or a 10-pound weight to that. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, this right here, y'all, I'm telling, hold your arms out and just go like this for like 100 times. You're gonna feel like Popeye the Sailor, man. I'm telling you, you're gonna be looking and feeling like Popeye after just doing that right there. And a lot of times just doing something like this. You know what I like to do when I work out? I know people at the gym be like, what the is she doing? I like to windmill, y'all. Y'all know how some women fight when they windmill. Windmill, it will tire you out. That is a full-on exercise. And not only that, the Japanese do it as a actual healing exercise, y'all. They windmill for about a good minute. I'm telling you, get up and whoop that spirit. Arsh, okay? Go at it. Just windmill it for like about a good minute or two, honey. I'm telling you, this is great. Y'all, these are things that you can do just moving your body, because remember, sickness loves dormancy. It loves when energy is dormant and stagnant. It loves, just imagine an ocean where the water is constantly moving versus like oh God, what do they call that? Where the muddy murky water is, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know what the part of the what I'm trying to say, that body of water that's very murky and stuff, a swamp, like a swamp. So just imagine the ocean that is constantly moving, constantly flowing, and then a swamp that is still, it's a very still sitting water, and it's all murky and muddy, and it has all of that stuff in it or whatever. It's like, if you don't move your body, you guys, if you don't move your body, then this is what starts to happen to it. And this is where dis-ease tend to get in and move in and have a seat. Okay. So yeah, intense lifting 4 times a week, y'all. And like I say, intense can just be this. For those of you who don't lift weights or whatever, intense can just be that. And then it can be 3 pounds, okay? And then it can be 5 pounds. And then it just, whatever intense is for you, you can work your way up. But start somewhere, okay? We got to get our energy moving. We got to get our body moving. This is one of the best ways to heal, okay? Along with, listening to your doctor, who's going to give you some nice tips as well, right? All right. We definitely want to get some vitamin D. Now, this is the thing about vitamin D, because vitamin D, okay, I'm just going to tell you guys my experience, and this is my opinion. This is not a fact. This has not been proven. And it is what it is. The best vitamin D is about 45 minutes to an hour of out in the sun. Okay. 45 minutes to an hour. And I like that midday sun, that sun between 12 and 2. Ooh, that sun between 12 and 2, baby. Listen, y'all think them damn turtles go out there on a park, okay, where there's like a lake or something, and look at them turtles, they head be up to, the birds be out there like this, all of them just facing the sun and just receiving that healing. We the only one inside of somebody's box office, and they're typing, and how may I help you? Okay, and that will be, okay. Get out in that sun. You can do this every day, or you can do this as often as you can. I would say that's the best vitamin D. Now, I do know there are certain vitamin Ds that, we may be deficient of, but you will have to check with your doctor to see where your deficiency is, and ask your doctor what is the best vitamin D supplement you can take. And what I'm going to say is the sun. Get your arse out there between 12 and 2. I'm telling you, I take my break. I have me a nice little chair sitting right in front of the company I work for every day. They be like, listen, don't say nothing to me, okay? Don't say nothing to me. That's why I can't really, I don't know about working for nobody, y'all, because Siren be on some other stuff, okay? Siren don't listen. She don't listen. She don't listen. So yes, that's the best vitamin D, but along with some sort of supplement if you are deficient in vitamin D, which I would have to say 97% of the world is, okay? 30 minutes, okay, of cardio 5 times per week. Now, cardio can be you just simply walking, okay, for 30 minutes, y'all. That's it. Just get out and move your body. This is going to be one of the best medicines that you can do for your body right now, is move it, y'all, because when it gets stagnant, too much can attach to it and get in it. Even when you have entities attached to you, why do you think they keep you Netflix and chill all day? Netflix and scroll, Netflix. You know what I'm saying? They have all these things to entertain you because they don't want you moving around. They need you to sit still. They need you to be complacent, okay? So we want to get about 30 minutes of cardio. Honey, you can sit in a chair and lift your leg up. Okay? Sit in the chair, lift your leg up, right? There are so many things that you can do. But if you cannot take 30 minutes out of your day 5 times a week and say, listen, I'm going to go walk for my health. I'm just doing this for my health. Because see, we want to be wealthy. We want to be rich. We want to have all of these physical, tangible things. But we don't know that we need the physical, okay, matching vibration of that. And if you're somebody who your body is stuck and stagnant, then you think money gonna flow to you? No. I know they got that little thing here, then when money comes to me, money flows to me. Child, look, if you just sitting there snapping your fingers, money ain't gonna do nothing, honey. You got to get up and move, and you got to be in the flow with the currency, okay? Otherwise, you become a bank. We want to avoid big parties and large gatherings, okay? Avoid big parties and large gatherings because that's a lot of energy, y'all. I told y'all have to put a little more respect on your frequency, okay? Everybody can't sit with you and you can't be, if you do go to big gatherings and parties and stuff, because I know we tend to gather with our family during holidays, you want to definitely make sure that you're protecting yourself with some sort of protective jewelry, you guys. You can wear certain gemstones. Let me see. I have my tourmaline. Okay. So I have my tourmaline. I go right around there with my hey y'all, how y'all been? Hey everybody, how y'all doing? Hey, okay. Giving hugs. Yes, you want that tourmaline, okay, right up in there. Block, 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 all of that stuff. So when you're going to these large gatherings, if it's something that you need to do, then okay, of course, But if it's not, if you can, just distance yourself from it too much, I would strongly suggest that. At least 7 hours of sleep per night. Y'all get your rest. Okay, please schedule. First of all, one thing I know about people who's 40 and up, we love our we about to be a damn baby. We need some damn naps sometime. Ooh, child, I'm gonna take a little nap, a 30-minute nap, honey. We would take a nap on your arse quick, okay? But yes, I prioritize my sleep, and that's something that you guys need to do as well. If you're having issues going to sleep, you guys, that's something you definitely need to look into. Something does not want you to get proper rest, okay? It needs your body maybe at ease or uneasy or in tension or whatever to stay connected to you, right? So you definitely want to make sure you get at least 7 hours of sleep at night, in the daytime, whenever you go to sleep. It doesn't matter. 2 cups of greens per daily each day. So when you eat, you guys make sure some sort. I like to eat spinach. I make spinach juices. Well, they make it for me. Some nice spinach juices. I don't do kale. What else I do? Like cucumber, celery, pears, they ain't green, but grapes, stuff like that. I love a nice little, green salad, the romaine and all of that stuff. Peas, excuse me. So you definitely want 2 cups of greens daily, you guys. This is going to help with that iron as well, because a lot of people may not be anemic, but a lot of people, the iron is going down. So, if your iron is going down now, what can happen is the longer we're here, this is when the iron starts to dissipate, because the longer we are here, we are grounding in iron. We're ground like the middle or the center of the earth is a big iron ball. It's iron. Okay. And it has a magnetic energy and this is why as you get older, your face starts to drop, your neck starts to sag, everything starts to fall down. You notice that? Everything starts to all of a sudden, even your arms everything is starting to pull down. So we need to resist, okay, that with having enough iron in our blood. We need to resist that with having enough energy to stay sufficient on our own, even though it is hard as I don't know what. It's like you have to eat a mountain size of spinach or greens just to have the necessary amount of iron to, not be able to all of that starts to fall. Gravity kicks in, you guys. Okay. So 2 cups of greens a day. If you guys start now every day, you never know what you'll look like when you probably looking like this at about 80. Be like, all right. They say ashwagandha, 500 milligrams of ashwagandha before bed, but I don't take anything to help me sleep. Thank God. I don't have any issues falling asleep. That is my favorite time of day, honey. One thing about Siren, I be ready for that bed, honey. Ooh, child, I buy the best sheets, honey. I buy the best comforter sets, honey. I buy the best I mean, I will spend probably more money in my bed than I would on a car. Or a back, child, my bed finna be put together, okay? Because I love that moment. I love that space, okay? That could be a crazy thing because some people be like, I don't want to get out of it. And I do tend to have a little issue getting out. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't gonna front, okay? I ain't gonna front. I do have a little issue getting out of it on time, but it is what it is, okay? But they say taking ashwagandha before bed, you guys, about 500 milligrams. I personally don't do that. Let me see, 30 minutes of a hot sauna. It say every 14 days. So every 2 weeks, you want to go get in the sauna. 30 minutes, okay? A 30-minute hot sauna day. Now, me, I tend to go to the sauna a little more. Oh, I haven't been to the sauna actually, you guys, in about 9 months. I haven't been to the sauna in a minute. I ain't gonna, a little hot minute. And I definitely know it is time for me to get back in the sauna because my spirit been telling me that. So, even just seeing this. But every 2 weeks, no, I go like every if I go to the gym every week, I go to the gym about 5 days a week. Okay. Well, I'm supposed to, right? And when I do a 5 day gym week, I would have to say 2 of those days is going to be a sauna day, 2 or 3. It depends. But it's not 30 minutes. It's like 15 minutes. I'm lying. There'll be 45 minutes. I ain't gonna lie. What I'm talking about? Where am I? What dimension? Yeah, it be about 45 minutes, y'all. I ain't gonna lie, I be in that sauna for a little minute, honey. I be sweating my little earths off. But that is good because what we want to do is release the fluid that's building up in our body as well. Women, if you notice your face gets a little puffier, especially around your monthly time, it's because we have fluid that builds up in the body and we have to release that fluid. If you ever start feeling them lumps under your arms, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes, you get that deodorant pain or whatever. That's because fluid is building up. That's a lymphatic drainage area. Also, right up in here in the throat, you guys, right up underneath our eyes, when we have that puffiness, that means we have fluid that is settling in these areas, and you want to drain that lymphatic drainage. There's so many ways that you can have a lymphatic drainage. Y'all seen them videos where people be doing this, they rub their face. I actually do that about 3 or 4 times a week. I do that to my face. So as y'all can see, that's why your girl is looking all nice and rejuvenated. Yes, she is. But anywho, yeah, so it's a lot of fluid that builds up underneath the skin. And when our lymphatic system is backed up, which is something that I was experiencing, for those of you who watch my vlog, y'all will hear me talking about this, okay, in the upcoming vlogs, because I'm actually doing a lot of stuff about it now. But when it comes to that lymphatic drainage building up, you guys, that's when, if you notice the back of your knees is kind of fat, you got them little puffy areas. Also, in your feet, okay, if your feet tend to swell up, we know that we're storing this extra fluid throughout the body, and we need to make sure that we are releasing that fluid. Okay, so you guys can Google lymphatic drainage, how it is that you can do that, draining that lymphatic system. That's something you want to do. You can do what they call a dry brush, just to get it moving. Because what happens is when that lymphatic system is backed up, you guys, this kind of slows down the blood from traveling to your organs properly. And the blood, which travels to the organs, is providing the organs with oxygen. And if that lymphatic system is blocked up, the travel, the pipes. Okay, I want to say pipes. I'm gonna say pipes. God damn it. That the blood is traveling through tends to get clogged up. Okay, it makes that blood, that circulation. Then you start having circulation problems. Okay, where you start to, you can't sit down, or your feet start to swell after a certain time of the day. And especially for those of us who work where we sit down for a lot of the day at our desk and all of that stuff, you start to, see that drainage gets backed up. And I think with me, because I worked in HR for so long, and I worked in, payroll, corporate, and all of that stuff for so long, that sitting down at that desk all those years, all that time, was blocking up my lymphatic system. So now, I'm getting to an age where I'm starting to see the results of that. Like, so yeah, you definitely want to make sure that that sauna, you guys, that's another way that you can, because you need to sweat. You need to get that extra fluid up out of you. Okay. But I do know when it comes to the sauna, if you do it, 15 minutes should be more than enough. I would say 10 minutes to 15 minutes. You definitely don't want to overheat. Your girl, have been doing it since probably 2000. I'm talking about 2000 is when I think I got my gym membership. My first gym membership was in the year 2000. And I had an ex who was just obsessively going to the gym. I don't know if he was going at a workout or if he was going at a hangout. I don't know. But he used to always go to the gym, and he was in pretty good shape for his age. We were young back then anyway. And, your girl Siren's like, well, what's at the gym? Now, me, I was always a workout girl, but I was more like I would go to a park and work out. Like, I would go to a park and walk, and then I would go to a park and do like, little workout, jumping jacks, run and all of that stuff. But he was going to the gym, and I was like, well, what's at the gym? Let me see what's at this gym, honey. Let me peep the scene. And yeah, I started going. He got me my membership, and I literally still have that membership today. It's so old. They call it the grant. They don't even offer the membership that I have anymore. They shut that down years ago, y'all. So it's so old. It's a grandfather account. It's so like I have a my membership with my gym. Literally, they charge like $30 to $40 a month for their memberships, y'all. I pay like $100 for the year. For me to keep that old membership that I got, I think I pay like $100 for the year. So of course, and I had the best membership, honey. I had the one where you could go any gym, any state, anywhere, like period. So yeah, I keep that for $100 a year. You damn skip it, ain't letting it go nowhere. Thank you to the ex who got it for me. Appreciate you. But so yeah, y'all could do that just to release a lot of sweat. Disinfect your hands when leaving the gym. Now that's something that listen, that gym is a nasty place, honey. There were some stories that I used to hear about the men up in the gym, honey. At one point in time, that was the place where all of the down low men, okay, allegedly, right? That was a place where all the down low men used to gather, honey, and there used to be some things going on in the bathroom from what I heard, honey. Ooh, child, them little men used to be in the bathroom for about 3-4 hours. It got so bad that the managers of the gym would say that they couldn't be in the bathroom for an extended period of time. They started putting notices, and then they started having people to monitor, the bathrooms, y'all, because the men were going in there, and you have these DL men who don't want to tell their wife or don't want to come out the closet. So they go to the gym, making it look like they're going to get their little workout on, okay, and they getting a nice little stretch, okay. Woo! Wow. So when I heard that, I thought that was the most disgusting thing, because I'm like, now you're going to walk out the bathroom and now you're going to come in here and lift weights and touch the machine. Y'all, I'm that girl that I disinfect every machine. And not only do I do that, when I do go sit in the sauna, I bring a nice towel and put that on top of the sauna thing, and I sit down on that towel. I don't sit on that little sauna bed, honey, because them women be sitting up in there, they be sweating, right? Oh no. Okay, so I make sure I sit on top of something, and I make sure I wipe everything down, and I wear gloves. I do not work out without wearing gloves. I wear gloves when I work out. Yes, I do. Okay, they could call it what they want. And also when you go into the workout area, I mean the weight area, honey, where the men be at, listen, they be stuff going on probably in the back door, honey. So when they sit on top of that little workout bench, honey, you want to make sure that I spray. Yes, I do. I spray and I wipe it down before I even sit on top of that, because that is the most disgusting place. That is some bacteria for your arch. You're talking about people's fluids. Okay, so whatever's in their body and that fluid is coming out when they sweat. A lot of them sweat and it drips all over the machine and stuff. It's just disgusting. Okay, but make sure you disinfect your hands when leaving the gym, y'all. That is something very important. 60 minutes, I told you, of direct sunlight every day. I told you between 12 and 2 for me. I don't know what it is for y'all, but between 12 and 2 is a very important time. Okay, but getting that direct sunlight, 16 ounces of water. Okay. They say you should drink water according to your body weight. I don't know what your body weight is, but you can look it up. You can Google how much water you should be drinking for your body weight. Okay. You don't want to overdo the water, you guys, because the first thing we tend to do when we want to get healthy is, I need to drink more water. You need to drink water as comfortable as you are. Okay. If you're comfortable with where you are with drinking water, that means your body is not requiring. Now, if I ain't comfortable, I know I don't drink a lot of water, I'm not comfortable with the amount of water that I'm drinking. Some people be like, I only drink maybe 1 bottle of water a day. And I'm talking a regular little 8-ounce bottle of water. Now, that's not enough. Okay. But don't overdo it, because what you don't want to do is force, too much water on your body at one time and mess up the dang on kidneys and stuff, okay? Next thing you know, you got a bladder infection or UTI or something of that nature. So don't force it. Just add a little bit more, time after time. Maybe if you drink 1 bottle of water, try to go for 1.5 bottles. Don't force it on top of yourself. All right. So these are the tips, you guys, that you can do so that your body can adjust to this new energy that we are in. We have moved into a new frequency. And as you see, people are being carried out of that dimension that we were once in. Unfortunately, and rest in peace, the Pope passed away, on Easter Monday. So he did not even make it into this new dimension. Okay. I told you guys we were going to be moving into a new frequency starting this starting this after this spring equinox. I say, yeah, we're going to be moving into a new timeline. And in this new timeline, you guys, this is where it's your health, okay, is going to be very important. Your physical health, your spiritual health. This is why I tell you your frequency is your money. I'm telling you, y'all, your frequency is your money. Money will vibrate towards you if you are in alignment with it. The more you are in alignment with a good, high, healthy frequency, y'all, the more you will start to experience not more money. I'm not going to say, oh, you worked on your frequency, so now you're a multimillionaire or you got billions of dollars. That's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is the more higher or balanced your frequency is, the more financially free you will become, to where you're not stressed about money, where you're not worried about money all the time, or feeling some sort of lack or some sort of insecurity when it comes to your finances. You will become more financially free. And honestly, that should be the goal, not to get more money. Okay, whether more money comes or not, you need to be financially free. And that is really freeing your mind of the stress connected to finances, okay, or money or this or that. Whatever you want, I told you, you can have, vibrate towards it. Whatever you want, you can have, vibrate towards it. And I'm telling you, it too can and will be yours, okay? So shout out to y'all. Don't forget, you guys, I'm going to be having my Miami seminar. If you are not able to make it there in person, you can do the virtual. Okay. If you did the last seminar in Atlanta and you want to do the Miami seminar as well, message me, because then your price is going to be a lot different. Okay. If you want to do the virtual. So I know I give different messages. Look, I'm in different states. Okay. Each state has a damn message. It is what it is. It's different energy, different states, different, things that I tap into, you guys. So if you feel like you want to, travel with the seminars, and I want to be there, I won't be there in physical, but I definitely want to get the message. I want to understand what it is that's going on, what's being said. Then you guys can just message me and say, Siren, I do want to do this seminar as well. And that seminar will come to you at a different price. Okay. So shout out to each and every one of you. You guys, don't forget, go over to spiritualcandies.com. Okay. And get your, oh, child, y'all heard that thunder? Just shook the house, honey. Don't forget to go over to spiritualcandies.com, you guys. If you haven't gotten a consultation, get you a consultation first. And that way we can discuss exactly what it is that you will need to do so that you can make 2025 a lot better. We're going to do a small closeout message, you guys. Okay. A small closeout message. And I definitely want to, look at finances. I'm just trying to see how I can get to it. I definitely want to look into finances, honey. Okay. All right. Let's see. I want some good stuff. Okay. All right. So we'll look into these right here, y'all. All right. Shout out to y'all. Hey to everybody who's tuned up into. Anybody have any messages or anything y'all want to add to the chat, you guys? All right, we're going to look into the energy of the collective to see financially what it is that we need to know right now. What's going on with the finances of the collective, or the energy of currency? Okay. All right. Some of you need a vision board. A vision board can help your manifestations. Okay. Why do you need a vision board? Because if you don't see it, you know what I'm saying, it's harder for you to connect to it. Sometimes a vision board can keep you focused on what it is that you want. Okay. So the need to go out and get a vision board, you guys, to place what it is that you want on there. And I tell you guys a lot, when you do a vision board, because I'm going to be doing a vision board seminar. Shout out to those of you who have done my vision board seminars in the past. Everybody have always manifested what it is that they wanted on their vision boards. But y'all, what I want to tell you is sometimes you don't need to know or ask for more money. You just need to ask, how do I learn how to manage my money, whether it's a lot or a little bit? I want to be able to manage that money. I want to be able to, use it in the best way, shape, or form. My vision could be, I want to have a better relationship with money. Okay. If money is always coming and going, money don't want to be around you for whatever reason. There's some beef between you and money. Okay. So a vision board asking for things that you really need. Sometimes it's not the physical, tangible things that you need, but sometimes it's just the knowledge and the wisdom of how to, increase or how to maintain or how to master your money. How do I become the master of the money that I have and come in contact with? How do I stop making crazy decisions with the money that I come in contact with? And a vision board, you guys, can be very, very, very helpful for those of you who are having financial issues. Do you even have a vision for your money? When you get your money, do you have a vision, or is it just, oh, girl, I got, $500. I'm going to go, and we looking for something. We're hunting, you know what I'm saying? Now we're out hunting for what we can spend this damn $500 on. Okay. And the next one says checkers, not chess. Listen, I told you, a lot of you see what it say? Checkers, not chess, not chess. Okay. Checkers, meaning some of us are vibrating too low, you guys. Some of us, our frequency is dropping. Some of us, we're just we're not even on the board to play the game. We're nowhere near the board. We so far off the board, we don't even know what it looks like. Okay. A lot of us, I told you, we need to work on our frequency. Okay. I'll probably do like a frequency Zoom, you guys. Some of the Zooms will be seminars. Some of them will just be general chat for my Patreon folks. So y'all, if you haven't, join the Patreon. Okay. Get over there on Patreon. That way you can get in on a lot of this knowledge that I'm giving. Okay. So yes, a lot of us, our frequency is too low. We're playing checkers, not chess. We can't even play chess, y'all. We're not even ready to play with the high rollers, or we're not even ready to deal with more money. This is why we have checkers, not chess. Okay. We're not even mentally in a position to handle more money. So guess what? Our finances stay the same. Oh, there it is again. I've never, y'all, I done went through this whole deck at least 572 times. I've never seen these two. This is literally a spiritual moment right here. I've never seen these two or the same card come out like this. Okay. Create a vision board. It's like Spirit is saying, we said, create a vision board for your finances, you guys. Okay. Sometimes we have to take the energy. We have to take the time to do the work. All right. And a vision board can be however you handle your finances now. Okay. This is going to go to this. This is going to go to that. It doesn't have to be a whole vision board, but you can write it down. You know what I'm saying? On a piece of paper and put it on your refrigerator. Right? That can be your vision board for your finances. This is going to go to savings. This is going to go to this. This is going to go to that. And we're not talking about your bill money. We already know where that's going to go. We're talking about additional money. What you going to do with them extra $14 that you got left over, y'all? What we do, find $14 worth of that to go buy. Okay. Oh, you know what? I need some more eggs. No, you got 6 in the refrigerator. Wait till those gone. Okay. But find a way to invest those $14 so that they can grow for you and they can turn into something a lot bigger and something a lot greater for you. Sometimes it takes $14 to start, something that turns into something very big. You can use those $14 to create or buy some products that you need for a hobby of yours and turn it into a side hustle. Flip it. Okay. Learn how to flip it. Right? Whatever you're good at, then you need to, tap more into that. Okay. They say, look, this is what's going to help you manifest it, baby. Okay. That vision board, I'm telling you, you got to have the vision. This is how you create it. I told you guys, when you create it, this is how you manifest it. When you work on your frequency and you have an idea, it's like, that's what I've noticed when it comes to me, when it comes to manifesting, when I think about something, and then the closer it gets, I think about it more, but I start to feel closer and closer and closer to it. And then next, I start to see it in movies or in person. Like, for example, if I know I want a white truck, you know what I'm saying? Let's say I want a white Benz. Okay. All of a sudden, I think about it. At first, I start my vision board. I'm like, I write it out in gratitude, not attitude. I'm grateful for my new white Benz. I love the way it ride. I love, the way it smell on the inside, and I start buying for it. Yes, I do. I buy my little umbrella for it, or I buy some little rugs for it, and I keep it in the garage and everything. And I get closer to it, and next thing I know, it's like I start seeing a commercial for the Benz, or I'll get some flyers in the mail. All of a sudden, Benz new white truck coming out. And then next thing you know, as I'm driving every day, all day, I just see the Benz, all like, oh my God, I'm seeing it. And next thing I know, I'm at the lot and I'm driving it home. Okay. That's because you need something to keep you focused on it. A lot of our attention is just being scattered all over the place. So you need something that's going to keep you focused on it. And that vision board is going to keep you focused on what it is that you need to do. Just imagine if you put a piece of paper on your refrigerator that say, make sure you save $100 this month. It's one thing to say, oh, I'm going to save $100 this month. But it's another thing to get up every day and see that thing on your refrigerator. You got to pass by it every day. You know what I'm saying? You're going to see it. It's constantly going to be on your mind because there's so much that happens to us throughout the day that makes us forget that we say, oh, I'm going to save $100 this month. So much on our mind. We just forget all about it. But if you got that constant reminder, this is the quickest way you go manifest it, okay? This is the quickest way you are going to manifest it, right? So let me get two more and then we'll, oh, yeah, look. $500 is on its way to you. Let me get $5. Y'all. See, Siren, I sent y'all $500 just that damn quick. Now, I tell y'all better call. Y'all better message with y'all dang on testimony. Okay, Siren. Now, they probably say, oh, I ain't get $500 in the bank. But tomorrow, somebody could be like, oh, hey, girl, what's up? Let's go out to lunch. I'm paying. Okay, then you did. Oh, okay. So she paid $32 for my lunch. Okay, so I got $470 or $68 left. You know what I'm saying? Oh, okay. And you'll start to see. Maybe you'll get a credit, on your phone bill. Or it doesn't always mean that physical money is going to touch your hand, but there can be $500 worth of blessings that you guys will experience. Okay, so $500 is on its way to you, y'all. Spirit is saying, listen, manifest that. There it is. Stay in it, y'all. Stay in it. Get a vision for it. Oh, when them $500 come, I don't know how it's gonna come, but when it do come, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use this. Or I'm gonna put that in this. I'm gonna, put $100 over here and save it. Like really start preparing for it. When you start hearing stuff like this, you guys, when it come to you, you gotta own it. Don't let them outside energy. Oh, that's a lie. That don't make sense. I'm gonna be looking for my $500 tomorrow. I'm gonna be like, oh, spirit. I'm telling you, okay? All right, so let's see. The last one we got is management level. All right, so remember I told you guys, we are at checkers, not chess level, okay? A lot of you, it's time for you to step up. And when I say it's time for you to step up, it's time for you to step up your energy, you guys, okay? It's time for you to do things. Remember we talked about moving your body earlier. I told you when you want more financial security and stability, you have to become that frequency. This management level, this is not the janitor. This is not the customer service rep. This is not the secretary or, I don't know, whatever other position. Okay, this is management level. A lot of you, in order for you to see the finances that you want, it's time for you to level up, not just in your career but in life. When we talk in management level, you guys think about it. When you're a supervisor at a any type of prestige type of company, you're going to level up the way you dress. You're not going to go in there with some slides on and your hair ain't done. There's a specific energy that comes with that management level, y'all. And you have to start representing that energy. When you leave out of your house, listen, what if I come live with a bonnet on? Y'all gonna be like, girl, sit down. You know what I'm saying? I literally take the time to do my makeup. Okay. I take the time to make sure that my shirt is matched. Okay, I do. I take the time to do my hair, to do my makeup, to put myself together, to make me presentable. Okay, and this is how you have to do every day. It's going to take some energy, yes, but get your outfit ready today that you're going to wear tomorrow. When you know you want to speak about, or you want to vibrate towards the energy of abundance or creativity. Right now, I'm in my creative energy right now. I'm bringing you this yellow. I'm bringing you these nice little beautiful flowers and stuff, bringing about that spring energy, you guys. I'm tapping into that. And this is something that you can do, little simple things like, wear yellow, wear orange. orange. You know, you want to go out on a nice, sexy date, you know, and you want to really entice him, wear a little red, okay? If you going out with your friends and you looking for a good time, honey, wear a little orange, wear a little yellow. That's creativity. That's that passion, fun energy. You know, you got to put more energy into you so that you can move up to the next level, because right now we playing checkers, y'all. We're not even on the level of chess. Okay? We're not, look, spirit is speaking, honey. Okay. We're not even on the level of chess, you guys. And it's time for you to get on that level. Okay. It's time for you to manifest it. Whatever it is, it can be yours, but it's going to require that you put in some type of energy. It's going to require some type of work from you on your end that you're going to have to do. And right now, spirit is saying you need to level it up. Okay. I'll see you guys soon. Peace out, y'all.